Dear Taurus, welcome. Today, we gather not merely to look at the surface of your life, the tasks, the finances, the fleeting interactions, but to feel into the subtle, powerful shift that is occurring deep within your very foundation. There is a sense of a long, silent winter finally beginning to thaw, a sense of movement in a part of your soul that has been still for a very long time. Your spirit, in its quiet wisdom, has been searching for a language to describe this feeling, this deep, inner turning point that words have not yet been able to capture. If you feel a resonance with this truth, if you can feel that subtle shift within you, I invite you to affirm it with us. Please, take a moment to write in the comments below, "I am ready to release the weight." By doing so, you are making a quiet declaration to your own soul, setting an intention to participate in the healing that is already beginning to unfold. Remember, what we speak of here is a shared energy, a gentle guide. You, and you alone, are the master builder of your life. Take what resonates, what feels like truth in your bones, and lovingly let go of the rest. For so long, dear Taurus, you have carried an emotional burden that felt as if it had no end. It wasn't a loud, dramatic pain, but a quiet, persistent weight, the kind you grow so accustomed to that you almost forget it is there. It is the weight of expectations, the weight of being the reliable one, the steady pillar that everyone else leans on. You have held this posture for so long, bracing against the winds of other people's chaos, that you may have forgotten what it feels like to stand upright without the strain. But today marks a profound turning point. Imagine the sun breaking through after a storm that has lasted for weeks. It is not just the return of light, it is the feeling of warmth on your skin, the scent of clean air, the sudden quiet realization that the downpour is finally over. The tears you have shed, whether visible to the world or shed only in the privacy of your own heart, are beginning to dry. And as they evaporate, so does the deep-seated ache you have carried in your soul. This is not a fleeting moment of relief. It is the end of an entire cycle of suffering. The energy that surrounds you now is compelling you, with a gentle but undeniable force, to free yourself from that which no longer serves you. It is time to look at the wounds that have marked your heart, not as permanent scars, but as places where the light is now trying to enter. This is a deep healing, and like all true healing, it may feel tender at first. It requires you to be honest with yourself about what has been hurting you, about the ways you have been silently holding on, perhaps out of a sense of duty or a fear of the unknown. For a long time, doubt and mistrust have been your companions on this path. You have tried to move forward, to keep building, to keep providing, but it has felt as though you were walking through thick mud, one foot forward, only to feel something holding you back. Today, your soul is giving you permission to realize that what is holding you back is not an external force, but an internal pattern. You are realizing that you need space, sacred, quiet space for yourself, not as an escape, but as a sanctuary where you can heal and listen to the whisper of what your own heart truly wants, free from the demands and expectations of others. This may not manifest as a dramatic breakup or a sudden departure. For a Taurus, change is rarely an explosion. Instead, it is a slow, deliberate turning away. You may find yourself quietly withdrawing your energy from situations and relationships that feel like a drain, seeking a path that offers you true fulfillment, true nourishment. You are not running away. You are finally, bravely walking toward yourself. This is the energy of the Chariot. Do not mistake this for a card of aggression or force. For you, Taurus, the Chariot represents a profound internal alignment. It is the moment when your heart, your mind, and your soul all agree on a single direction. You have been sitting at a crossroads for what feels like an eternity, pulled in different directions by shoulds and musts. The Chariot signifies that you have finally taken the reins of your own life. You have worked tirelessly, often in silence, to maintain stability. Now, that same determination is being turned inward, toward the goal of your own peace and happiness. The path is clearing, not because the obstacles have magically vanished, but because you have decided they will no longer have power over you. The wait for someone else to give you permission is over. The reward that lies ahead is not a trophy or a prize, but the deep, abiding peace of living in alignment with your own truth. And as you begin this journey, a new light appears on the horizon. This is the light of the star. After the focused determination of the Chariot, the star is a card of hope, of grace, of divine guidance. It is the universe whispering, "You are on the right path. Keep going." It suggests that your heart, which may have been guarded and protected for so long, is now opening to new possibilities, especially in the realm of connection. For those of you who are single, this does not just signal that a new person may be approaching. It signifies something far deeper. It means you are now vibrating at a frequency that can attract a soul who can meet you in your truth. This person may already be near, someone who has seen the quiet strength in you, but who has been waiting for you to be ready. They may have their own healing to do, their own unfinished business to resolve before they can step forward. But this connection is not one of convenience. It is a cosmic connection, a meeting that feels guided by destiny. The star asks you to trust this process. Let go of the old stories of disappointment and betrayal. Have faith that the universe is guiding you toward a connection that is not just a partnership, but a sanctuary. For those in existing relationships, the star can signify a renewal, a rekindling of hope. It is the chance to see your partner with new eyes, to let go of old grievances, and to find a new shared dream to build toward. The path may not be instantly easy. True healing never is, but it is blessed. The obstacles you face are simply tests of your faith in this new beginning. And how do you navigate this tender new landscape? You are guided by the gentle wisdom of the Queen of Cups. This card represents your own intuition, your own emotional maturity, which is now coming to the forefront. For so long, you may have prioritized logic and practicality, perhaps even dismissing your own feelings as irrational or inconvenient. The Queen of Cups is the compassionate, loving part of your soul that is now asking to be heard. She is the one who knows, without words, what is right for you. She is the intuitive voice that says, "This feels right," or "Something is off here." If you have been feeling distant or insecure, this card encourages you to open your heart again, not recklessly, but with wisdom. Trust your emotions. They are not your enemy. They are your most reliable compass. This queen can also represent someone in your life, a friend, a family member, a healer who embodies this compassionate energy and can offer you the emotional support you need. Lean into that. Allow yourself to be nurtured. You have been the rock for so many. Now, it is time to allow yourself to be held by the gentle waters of emotional honesty. This brings us to the very foundation of your being, represented by the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. You are the master builder of the zodiac. You understand the value of slow, steady, patient progress. This card is a profound affirmation of your very nature. It assures you that you do not need to rush. You do not need to adopt a frantic pace to keep up with the world. Your strength lies in your consistency, in your ability to build things that last. In love, this means that the connection you are building, whether new or renewed, is meant to be solid. It is not a fleeting romance. It is a foundation for a lifetime. It will take time, effort, and patience, but it will be worth every single moment. In your work and finances, this card reinforces the same principle. Your efforts, even if they feel slow and unrewarding at times, are creating tangible, lasting value. Trust your process. The world may celebrate speed, but you are here to teach the world the power of endurance. And finally, bathing this entire reading in a golden light is the presence of the sun. This is one of the most joyful cards in the tarot. It represents clarity, success, and pure, uncomplicated happiness. If you have been living under a cloud of fear or emotional overwhelm, the sun is here to burn away the fog. It promises that the confusion will clear and you will see your path with pristine clarity. Happiness is not just near, it is your divine birthright, and you are now stepping into its warmth. This is the energy of celebration, of peace, of arriving home to yourself. With this powerful alignment of energies, let us now look at how this transformation will manifest in the different areas of your life. Let's speak of your well-being, of your health. The original reading mentioned a caution about street food. Let us go deeper than that. This is not about pizza or hot dogs. This is a metaphor for what you have been consuming energetically for a long time. You may have been subsisting on energetic fast food, quick fixes, superficial relationships, distractions that fill a void but offer no real nourishment. You have been so busy, so focused on your responsibilities, that you have grabbed whatever energy was available, whether it was healthy for you or not. Your soul is now asking you to become a conscious consumer of energy. Where does your food come from, and where does the love, the information, and the connection in your life come from? Is it sourced from a place of integrity and wholeness? Or is it processed, full of additives, leaving you feeling bloated and unwell? This is a call to return to home cooking for the soul, to prepare your life with intention, to sit down and truly savor your experiences, rather than consuming them on the run, to surround yourself with people and situations that are the equivalent of a healthy, home-cooked meal, simple. No, if you already do this, then this is simply an affirmation to continue. For you are already tending to the sacred temple of your body and spirit. Now, regarding your work and your finances, your discernment as the other reading noted, is indeed heightened. But it is not just about numbers and facts. Your thoughts are focusing on what is real, what has true value. You are no longer interested in chasing fleeting trends or investing your precious energy in projects that lack a solid foundation. You are being called to use your immense creativity not just to build a career, but to build a legacy. Be wary of those around you who may not understand this shift. They may see your new boundaries, your refusal to engage in frivolous projects, as being stingy or difficult. Understand that this is a reflection. You are taking control of your destiny, and that means you no longer allow others to make decisions for you, especially when those decisions compromise your integrity. Financially, the energy is one of steady, patient growth, as promised by the Knight of Pentacles. Do not be discouraged if you are not seeing immediate, explosive returns. You are building an empire, not playing a lottery. The Wheel of Fortune also makes an appearance here, but it is not about a sudden windfall. It is about a fortunate turn of fate that comes as a direct result of your hard work. It is the lucky break that happens when preparation meets opportunity. A door opens, a right contact appears, a project finally gets the green light. Stay alert and be ready to act, but act from a place of intuitive wisdom. Queen of Cups, not impulsive desire, the shadow of the Chariot. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, arranging the pieces on the board. Now, let us speak of love and creation. The original reading spoke of pregnancy. Let us expand this beautiful and powerful metaphor. Yes, for those seeking to start a family. This is a time of profound fertility. The universe is ripe with the energy of creation. But this extends to all forms of birth. What new life are you ready to bring into the world? Is it a creative project you have kept hidden in your heart? Is it a new way of being, a new version of yourself you are ready to birth? Is it a business that is built on your core values? The universe is sending a baby, an idea, an opportunity, a new beginning. Your job is to decide if you are ready to be a parent to it. If you are, then nurture it with all the love and dedication you possess. If you are not, then you must be conscious and clear in your choices. This is a time of potent manifestation. Be mindful of where you are planting your seeds, for they are very likely to grow. For singles, the idea of music being present is beautiful. Music is vibration. It is frequency. You are now attuned to a new song, and you will begin to meet others who hear the same melody. Do not put off that coffee date, that meeting. Step forward, even if it feels small. It is in these simple, grounded actions that the magic of the star begins to take root in your earthly life. In your family, this new energy can bring profound healing. The combination of the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune suggests a positive turn, a clearing of old stagnant air. If there has been conflict, there is now an opportunity for genuine understanding to prevail. Your role, guided by the Queen of Cups, is to be a source of calm, compassionate support. You are no longer the one who must fix everything, but you can be the one who holds a space for healing to occur. Remember the story of the elderly woman whose children squandered her savings. She did not waste her energy. She simply found new ground to set her roots. You are now being called to do the same. Nurture the connections that are fertile and release the need to force life from ground that has gone hard. As we draw this reading to a close, let's speak of the one shadow. You must be mindful of the temptation of inertia. The original reading called it laziness, but that is too simplistic, too judgmental. It is not laziness you are fighting, dear Taurus. It is exhaustion. You are tired from carrying the weight for so long. The danger is that in the moment you are finally asked to release the burden, it can feel easier to just keep holding it because it is familiar. To let it go requires an act of courage. It requires you to step out onto a new stage, to move forward without the old, heavy cloak you have worn for protection. Remember why you are doing this. Remember that feeling of the sun on your skin. Remember the deep, soul-level desire for a... Let that be the fuel that helps you overcome the inertia. Take a deep breath when you feel attacked or misunderstood, and respond from your new place of centered wisdom, not from the old place of defensive weariness. Life is indeed too short to be lived in bitterness. But when you are living in alignment with your soul, when you are building a life of true value, life feels rich, deep, and infinitely precious. You may find a deep resonance now with other earth signs like Virgo and Capricorn, who understand the sacred value of building and dedication. But you may also feel a spark with a sign like Aries, whose direct, forward-moving energy can inspire you to take that first courageous step. Ultimately, you are finding compatibility with souls who honor your true nature, not the role you used to play. Dear Taurus, you have walked through this reading. This was not just a list of predictions. It was an invitation to step into the most powerful and authentic version of yourself. You have been the pillar for so long. Now, you are becoming the entire garden. Thank you for allowing me into your sacred space today. Your soul is so worthy of this healing, of this peace. If this message resonated deep within you, I invite you to click the like button and subscribe, creating a small, safe harbor you can return to whenever you need a reminder that you are not alone on this journey. May you walk forward from this moment with the quiet confidence of the builder, the gentle wisdom of the heart, and the warm light of the sun on your face. I will see you in the next one.